Yes! Finally, a solid bed rack that allows the use of a tonneau cover. Sold! Disclaimer, I am no way affiliated with Putco. I purchased this bed rack with my own money. My name is Brandon. I'm from the Hello Hello Hikers. This is a new segment. I guess we'll call it Keep On Trucking, Trucking, Trucking. Basically, I made this video because I'm a visual person. I bought this bed rack. I could not find a step-by-step guide anywhere for this on the internet. So that's why I'm making this video. Hopefully it's useful to somebody out there, possibly why you're here right now. If it is helpful to you though, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe because that helps me out. Anyways, let's get into it. We'll start with the unboxing. We're gonna do the step-by-step and I'll show you the final product. Putco advertises this as an all-aluminum rack that's built in the USA specifically for the use of overlanding. This really caught my attention because my intentions with this Silverado is to turn it into an overlanding rig that I can take my family camping. They advertise a weight limit of 1,000 pounds static, 600 pounds dynamic, 300 pounds dynamic off-road. It's a custom fit for each vehicle and it's specifically built for your truck, so you know it will fit, you'll have a clean finished look. This installs directly into the stake pockets on your truck and you'll be able to use this with your retractable tonneau cover. The back, or the BAK revolver type tonneau, is going to be slightly easier to install, but I'm using the Roll and Lock M series. I just like how it rolls into the bed instead of on top of the bed. But let's see how the install itself goes. The very first step would be to cut out the stake pockets of your truck. Some trucks already come with them open, so you can skip this step. I went as far as using my Dremel and then sanding it. No one's going to actually see this. It's going to be covered up by the rail, so it's not really necessary. You just need to get access to the stake pocket. So for the second step, there are two brackets for the front stake hole and two brackets for the back stake hole. Each vehicle has different brackets, so they just send you a picture on this assembly process. It's a little difficult to decipher. That's just because they don't send one pair of directions for all cars. So this is specific to your vehicle. You need to just follow your picture and orient your bolts and nuts in the right spot. You're going to use rubber bands to hold the washer and the back plate in place, and you'll later remove that bolt as you drop it down into the stake hole, but we'll get to that later. If you don't have a Roll and Lock M series tonneau cover, you can skip this next step. Basically, I just had to make a small modification to the current brackets. I used a 3 1/8 inch drill to drill a hole through the bracket so that everything worked as one cohesive unit. Make sure you have gathered the rear bracket for the rear and the front bracket for the front, and then you're going to take that long bolt that has the rubber bands attached to it and lower it into the stake pocket. Make sure the nut clip is facing into the bed of the truck and it's centered in the hole. Then you'll loosely thread the 3/8 inch of a bolt with the oval washer through the bed wall into the bracket. Putco recommends using some blue Loctite. You will then temporarily remove the bolt that you used from the top bracket. Repeat this on all 4 stake pockets. For the next step, you'll need 8 square nuts. You're going to slide these into the channel of both racks. Slide the square nut down into the mounting system, down through the plate in each position shown here. 2 at the bottom in each channel, 2 at the top in each channel, and this of course is on the right and the left side. 2 at the top each channel and 2 at the bottom in each channel. The next step, you're going to take the front rack and place it over the stake holes. You know the difference between the front and the rear rack because the rear rack has tie down points on it. You're going to position the front hoop over the stake pockets and thread that bolt through the bracket into the stake pocket. Be careful not to knock loose the thread, the nut plate, or the back plate. Remember, it's only being held on by a rubber band at this point. Allow the rack to seek its natural position and don't screw it down all the way too tight. We'll come back later and make sure everything is nice and snug. And of course, we're going to repeat this step on the rear rack so that we get all 4 stake pockets. Next, let's locate our 4 support tubes. We're going to slide the inserts into the tube. The offset threaded hole should be towards the inside of the rail. We will then fasten it into place, and when it's properly installed, the insert should be flush with the end of the tube. Of course, we're going to repeat this process on the other side of the tube and make sure we do that on all 4 of them. Next, we're going to take these mounting brackets. There's 2 for the side and 2 for the top, so make sure on each tube you use the same type of bracket, and basically you just have 2 holes. You're going to line them up and screw them in with screws. We are then going to take those tubes, starting with the ones that sit on top of the rack, and slide it all the way as far to the side as it goes. The best way to do this is to start with one edge in the slot and then diagonally place it on the other side and just fit it into the channel. You're going to slide it over to the square nuts and use screws to attach it on each side. For the side racks, it's a little more difficult. I used a chopstick to get the nuts into position, and I realized later that they provide you with a little tool to help you slide these nuts up and get them into position. Either way, do this for all 4 tubes and then tighten all bolts and accessories and make sure you're good to go. Nice. Yeah, that came out looking good. That matte black finish on there is just whew, it looks perfect with the Trailboss trim. Comment below what you guys would like to see for future Keep On Trucking segments, possibly 6 months from now. Do I still like this bed rack? Have I installed the rooftop tent? Maybe that's a video you guys would like to see. Drop that in the comments below. As usual, I'll just say have a great day. Thanks for watching, and maybe we'll end it like this. Keep on trucking.